He is back. Jurrien Timber is on the comeback. Can he make a couple appearances by the end of this season? Welcome to the channel. It's Jay from Jay Ferguson TV. Hit the subscribe button and hit that like button. So, super exciting news. Jurrien Timber come back. He is finally on the pitch. Granted, all being under 23 games for Arsenal versus Blackburn. But what he did do is got the fan base excited because he banged in a goal, top bins within 8 minutes into that game, and he was playing left back. And I find that super interesting. And, you know, Mikel Arteta would definitely have spoken to the manager of the under 23 game and been like, look, I want him playing this position. I want him playing this amount of minutes. And I want him focusing on these particular things. Why? So he could get up to speed, so his integration into the first team would be a lot more seamless. So that was the first important factor. His positioning. And I was looking out for that game, and I was super curious to see where he would start. Would he start at right back or would he start at left back? And it's all going on from where he started the season during pre-season, the Community Shield against Man City, the first game against Nottingham Forest where he got injured, playing at left back. And, you know, he's been out for this period of time. He's come back into the fold, getting some minutes, and he started at left back. When you look at how we've been struggling in that left back position, us as Arsenal fans, surely you must be thinking, what if this guy never got injured? I mean, we haven't had him since the first game of the season. 50 minutes in, we haven't seen him since. We've got a few games left of the season, and potentially he may or may not make it back. Is it even a good idea for us to play him this season? Or should we allow him to keep on playing, sort of youth team games, get him up to speeds behind closed door games, and then integrate him during preseason, give him a full preseason, and have him almost like a new signing going into the new season? That's an option. For me, I feel we potentially could see him maybe the last one or two games of the season. I would look at it this way. If we come out unscathed in our next two sort of London derbies, starting off with Chelsea, then followed by Tottenham, and we're still in the race because they're two massive games, and that would put a lot of pressure over to Manchester City. And then we've got a couple games remaining after that. You know, we've got that trip to Man United and so forth. I would look at that and say, yeah, potentially you give this guy some minutes. This is a title race. Ultimately, what would be the major point if he's back playing games? Yes, it's at youth level, but if he's back playing games, they're deeming him fit. He's playing a competitive game of football. So he must be super close. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy like he's going to be on the bench against Chelsea or Tottenham in the next two games. I don't see that. But like I said, if we're still in the mix after those two crucial games, I think that's a tool that you use at least for 20 to 30 minutes towards the end of games. We all know Mikel Arteta only makes substitutions after 65 minutes. So he'll be getting about 25 minutes of game time if he does come on, potentially. And when you think Kivior is a centre-back playing left-back, and he's done well for the most part, but he doesn't have that cutting edge of what you want from a fullback. He doesn't provide you that sort of that speed on the overlap, beating the right back on the opposing side whipping crosses in. He just saw a body playing in that position. And I think Kivior's looked better than what he actually is because Gabriel and Saliba and Ben White have been holding down that defence. Then you look at Zinchenko and you think, man, you're just a liability. And he sort of captivates everything of what we was last season. Gun-ho, go for it, but defensive frailties. That's what Zinchenko is. And this is why he looks so much worse this year. Because last year, we was all out attack. We know we're probably going to score goals, but we're probably going to score more than you. And that's how we was playing. And ultimately, that came and cost us because we dropped a lot of points where we should have been 3 points instead of 1 point. Now we've got a lot more secure. Now when you see Zinchenko playing this year, you're like, bro, you're a liability. That's because we've improved overall defensively. And I just look at Timber and I just think next year we could potentially have the best back four in the Prem. Because Ben White, for me, easily this season has to be up there as one of the best right backs in the Prem this year. You know, Trent's been out injured for large periods of time. You know, Kyle Walker's sort of been in and out of that Manchester City team. Who else is there ready? Right back. So Ben White is in the discussion. I feel like we definitely have the best centre-back pairing in Gabriel and Saliba. Now, left-back, that is our weakest link. You drop Timber in, who will give us a whole different profile from all of our other sort of fullbacks. He's quick, comfortable on the ball, wants to attack, has good delivery, has got good recovery pace. He is the perfect blend between defender and attacker. The perfect blend. And we've missed that profile for so long. I'm trying to think. Our last fullback with that type of profile of Bellerin, maybe? When he first sort of broke through into that team before the injuries, he was rapid, he was quick, he was decent at defending. I'd probably say Bellerin is probably that last profile fullback that we've had in that sort of Kyle Walker, that Indogi at Tottenham sort of mold of, I love defending, but I'm also comfortable running at my opposing fullback. And we need that. So super delighted to see Timber back in. Amazing goal. Wrap this guy up in cotton wool. Give him all the time that he needs. I would definitely say if we're still in the hunt after that Chelsea-Tottenham game, let's look to get him on the bench for that following game. And let's integrate him into the team and look forward to having him from next season. And I think he could definitely be a difference maker for us going forward in an attacking sense for sure. Because we know Zinchenko is a liability. He needs to get moved on this summer. Tomiyasu's injury prone and Kivior's not good enough. So happy to see him back. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Would you play him at some point this season, or do you just let him stay in recovery, integrate him back in the preseason, ready to go for next year? Let me know down below. Hit the subscribe button and hit that like button, and I'll see you all again soon. Peace.